to finish in the top 6 in the Americas out of 10 in order to reach the regional major in Dallas. He's currently in 7th out of 10. He's only 1 point, however, behind Ocean Man with a couple of games in hand. So very, very, very close to where he needs to be, but it's close and it's going to come down to the wire, I think. And Armani a little bit outside of that top 60% in Europe. We see the stats from both players very, very similar here. Armani with a slightly higher win rate and a slightly lower guess precision rate. But again, these are very, very evenly matched players. You see them right next to each other in the standings, both right on the edge. If they want to have a chance at making the World Cup, at the very least they need to do is qualify for that major. So much to play for both players here.
Yeah, definitely. I was just looking at some stats as well. Both these players actually do have a less than 50% win rate on moving, which is going to be our first game mode, as always. So that should be interesting to get into. But Fow's is 47%, while Armani's is 42%, much lower. And though I don't think that's necessarily indicative of Fow's moving skill level, he is an amazing player at moving. So I believe if I had to make a prediction, I'd be going with Fow taking this first moving game, but we shall see.
I think that would be my prediction as well, if anything. I think Fow's moving skill is a bit better than his win rate indicates. He's a phenomenal moving player, and I think he would, he'd be the first to say he's a little bit disappointed with how his moving games have gone so far on the whole. But Armani, it's worth noting, is an NMPZ specialist. The thing with this format is that it disadvantages that because you're not guaranteed to get to NMPZ. So if Armani wants to reach NMPZ at all, he needs to win one of the first 2 games, which is going to be hard to do against Fow.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, if we want to talk about his NMPZ skill, he's got a 62% win rate on NMPZ and 42 on both moving and no move for Armani.
Yep.
Both players pretty close here on round 1. Not too much to write home about. It's going to take us round 2.
Again, Fow, a very strong and very experienced moving player. Moving is not a mode that Armani plays very much of. Doesn't mean you can count him out, but Fow definitely feels like he probably has a bit of an advantage in this mode in particular. So we'll see if Armani can do anything, can pull off an upset here. We'll be in Spain. The players have got a little bit of signage. They've got the yellow bollards on the side of the road. But at this point, it's all about how close can they get. And they both have a road number. I believe Fow saw the same. I imagine he is scanning for the A384 in southern Spain, but neither has quite found it yet.
Yeah, both right. Oh, looks
got
like
it.
Fow actually just did. Fow's got the road. But Armani's far south, so he's going to be pretty close. Shouldn't see too many points, especially only around 2, 1.5 times damage.
Yep, pretty strong region guess by the looks of it from Armani here. But should be a nice close guess for Fow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, bit up the road.
Bit up the road, and actually Fow on the correct road is not going to be closer. 50 points takes us to round 3.
Who needs to find the road when you can just be closer anyway?
Yeah, just make a better region guess, I guess.
Exactly.
Going on to round 3 now.
Bit of India here. You see this low camera quality that is typical of India. And we'll see him, and looks okay. Armani's just going to decide to take a guess here rather than moving down the road. Because he may as well play this round as if it's no moving. See if he can make a stronger region guess. Now just trying to take in his surroundings, make the best guess that he can. It's still a pretty different guess though.
Yeah, there's some big distance here. 2 times damage could be something. That's a great guess from Armani. He's going to be pretty close. Like 2,100 points of damage. Armani's now got a really big lead as we go into only round 4.
And if anything, that's probably where Armani's strength lies. Again, Fow has much more experience when it comes to the moving mode, when it comes to moving down the road and effectively using information. So I think that on rounds that are rural enough, we'll probably see more of this from Armani, just guessing quickly and hoping to turn the round effectively into a no-moving round, which is where he'll feel more comfortable.
Definitely. Sri Lanka here, round 4. It's just going to be far north. Another player too close to each other. 160 damage, and we're going to just simply go on to round 5.
So what Fao's going to be hoping for is some rounds here that have a little bit more written information, slightly more urban. Let's just see this. Oh, that's actually a city code, though. AR, what does that say? NMG? So these, in Kenya, you'll see sometimes these kilometer markers that have abbreviations for cities on them. AR is, yeah, Athi River, I think, is probably what AR is. NMG is Namanga on the Tanzania border. So, see, Fao is seeing those. See, Armani did not see that. And this is where Fao's experience is coming into play. He knows what those kilometer markers are, what they mean, and how to use them. So Fao's going to be on the correct road here. And he's going to take a pretty significant amount of damage by the looks of it.
Yeah, Armani didn't use them. Fao did 780 meters away, 4997. Huge hit, and now Fao regains the lead, and we go to round 6.
But that's a very subtle clue that most players, I would say, even in the World League, would not know to use, would not pick up on. And again, that's Fao's moving experience coming into play. He's seen that kind of sign before in Kenya. Even if it's a bit of a niche thing, he knew exactly how to use it.
Yeah, those different play styles really coming into effect, what people decide to study the most. Round 6, Armani's going to need a comeback now. Both players trying to find some signs, some helpful information, but not too much to go off of yet.
Armani is Dutch. This is Belgium, of course, but we do have Dutch language, which could help him out. I think he might just be scanning for city name or something. Looks like Fao's got a couple town names as well.
Armani possibly just found a town right there, actually, on that sign.
I think he may have, yep. Looks like he's trying to line it up now. Oh, I think is fairly close. Although it looks like he moved a bit west at the end.
Ooh, it's gonna be this town just a little south, but that's a great guess from Armani. Fao, region guessed very close as well. Not too many points. Gonna go to round 7. We're getting up there. Round 7 already.
Oh boy, so this is a lot more rural. Looks like probably the US. Armani's average score we can see there on the screen in the US. That tells us for sure that it's not Canada, because if it was, Fao's average score would surely be higher than that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, Armani's a great US player, and this is a pretty rural round, so we'll see if the players reach any information, but it's like, wait, does Armani have something? What does that sign say? I can't see
I
it.
couldn't read it. I like the area he's going in. Feels kind of...
that adopt a highway sign, I believe, is Washington.
Oh?
If I'm not wrong. So I think Fao might be in the correct state.
Wow,
here.
I like Fao's guess, actually. Kind of a lot. Oh, it's just going to be farther north. Neither player too close, but Fao a little bit closer. Still going to deal 1,200 points of damage with the 4 times multiplier. Armani's on his
he might have
last
just
leg.
been hedging between Oregon and Washington there, if anything.
Makes sense.
Yeah, adopt a highway signs are another kind of niche meta. It looks like maybe neither of the players knew it, but that's fair enough. Those are not usually on the high priority list of things to learn when it comes to the US, but you never know when they might come in handy. This will be Mexico here. It's urban again, which again, if anything, is probably better for Fao because it means it's more likely to have usable information, but neither player has found anything so far.
Yeah, both seeming pretty stuck in this town, but it would be helpful to possibly get out of it, see some better signs. Got some mountains, but there's really not too much to region guess this based off of. They're just gonna have to vibe it out. Armani's got a truck.
Candela. Fao has the town.
Oh, he has it. Oh, he has it. Wait, this could be huge.
It's a good region guess from Armani, though. He may survive.
That is a really good region guess from Armani, but Fao with the 4999 deals 1,000 points of damage. Armani is now on his last leg for real. This is it. If Armani wants to make any sort of comeback, he has to do it here or on the next round. Any round he loses will probably do him in right here with these multis.
What are the odds? It's Monclova again.
Wait, we're back. We're so back.
He's gonna see that though. Armani's gonna see that. He's gonna know. Yep.
Monclova.
This is the second round in a row where Armani's guessed in Monclova.
Wow. We're so back.
Wow.
20 points.
No, we get round 10. We'll see. I mean, he's not out of it. His guesses have been good enough to keep him in it so far. It all depends on round 10. Oh man. It's the UK though.
Wow.
I mean, the UK is you can win on the UK. It depends on where it is, but it's not a huge country, so it's going to be a bit tough with the round limit.
Yeah, I think this is Armani giving up, seeing that it's UK, knowing, you know what, it's over. I'm just gonna hedge. And there it is, with the round limit right there. Fau having more health will take the moving game, and we go on to no moving. This is gonna be Armani's time if he really wants to make it to that NMPZ specialty of his. No move is really the chance he needs.
Yep. Fau, I would say, definitely the stronger moving player of the two, so that result reflects that, but you got to give credit to Armani. He hung in there all the way to round 10 and made some really nice guesses. For example, that region guess on that first Mexico round was impressive because Fau found the town and Armani didn't, but he was only about 70 kilometers away. So, yeah, Armani will feel a little bit more comfortable in no move than moving, but still, he wants to get to that NMPZ, and it still will not be easy to do.
We start the no move now, round 1. Armani already actually opting to kind of line up a road here, so we'll see what he can do with that. You do have a railroad, which is definitely helpful. You can see he's actually found one on the map here, but, you know, there are going to be many railroads in Argentina. Pressure's
going
on for
near
Fau.
Mendoza. You have, both players looking at Mendoza. I wonder if they're going to find the same railroad. Fau leaves it little more north, and he's on the railroad.
Wow, he is on the correct railroad, just farther west of it. 109 points to start us off, but both players right there near Mendoza. Going on to round 2 now. 1.5 times multiplier.
Up top, that sounds maybe German? Or it could be Luxembourgish. I'm not sure. To figure out what's going on with this landscape.
I like this
signage. Almost looks Belgian to me. I'm not totally sure.
It could be Belgium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fau opting to go there. There's some houses, some very brick houses that remind me of Belgium. Armani on the Belgium-Luxembourg border right now. And Fau is actually just gonna lock it in, Eastern Belgium.
France,
wow,
is it?
Is that France or is it?
Or is it Belgium? I can't
tell. Is it a little
tell.
French? Well, maybe it's a Belgian pocket. Like, hard to tell just looking at that. But France or Belgium it is. And we go on to round 3. We're in a forest now.
We are in a forest. Yeah, that word in the last round, Aptar, didn't sound very Belgian, but it might have just been an abbreviation. Oh boy, Germany versus Hungary here. Very different guesses.
Very different. Armani is taking the time he has after Fau put in that guess, and he's thinking Hungary, but Fau in Germany is gonna be right. Armani does not look happy with that. 3,600 points of damage. Armani's now on 2,300 health.
Wow. I don't know if that was Germany or the Netherlands. Probably Germany. If it was the Netherlands, I'm not sure Armani would ever forgive himself, but nice guess from Fau, and he takes the lead. Pretty big lead in this no-move game. Again, Armani needs to win this if he wants to get to NMPZ, so he's feeling the pressure.
Pressure's definitely on, and we're only on round 4. Fau pretty close to full health. Armani, 2,300. 2.5 times multiplier now.
I don't know what we're looking at here. We have some palm trees, some weird fences. I do like the Thailand guess quite a bit, but it is unusual looking.
Thai I like as well.
He's considering some other stuff, maybe Indonesia. I mean, the soil is slightly red. It definitely would work for Thailand, but it just feels like there are probably a few options here.
Yeah, I do agree. Armani is actually going to go Malaysia.
I was thinking about Java, but he leaves it in Thailand.
Wow.
It is Indonesia.
It's going to
looks
be a
like.
little Indonesian island near Singapore. That's a big hit back. The game's pretty close to even now. Fao's still holding a lead, but Armani is not out of it yet.
Crazy location. Looks like it was maybe Batam or Bintan Island, but yeah, that's not normally quite what those islands look like, so that's pretty crazy.
Whoa, Ukraine and Russia around 5 right now.
My first thought here was Ukraine, and yeah, okay. Bao now switching right close to where Armani is, despite putting the pin in Russia initially. I do like a South Ukraine, though, with this landscape.
Yeah, now they're both pretty much right there in the same exact area. Foul! What is that last second switch? 4.2 kilometers away, deals 500 points of damage.
What a guess. Wow.
Amazing guess from Fao.
Australia, we have this light blue car, much more common in Western Australia. Again, we see Armani's average score slightly higher in Australia than Fao's. See if it allows him to get some more points, but they're both in really similar areas. Fao's considering going more east, but he's going to leave it in the west here.
Yeah, both pretty much on top of each other again. And it's Victoria, New South Wales border. They both wave at each other, as you should. And only 66 points. We go into round 7.
You see Fao shaking his head. He was thinking about it. We saw him zoom on the map over there, but like that red soil and that blue car, it's so hard not to go Western Australia on that. Both players kind of just felt like they had to go for it.
Yeah, round 7 now finds us in Iceland. Both players kind of thinking East Coast, lining up the water a bit here.
Yeah, it looks like the water kind of opens up to the east here, which is why players are looking at these fjords in the east. But again, if both players stay on the same side of the island, this likely will not decide the game. See if either of them can line it up here.
Fao might have something that looks kind of good here. He's locking it in, and the pressure's now on for Armani to follow. And Fao is the one on it. But again, we should not see game. But another decent hit to Armani's health. Fao is sitting in a great spot right now. Looking to possibly take this game 2-0. Can Armani take it to NMPZ? He's got to do it now. We've only got 3 rounds left. Round 8 right now. 4.5 times multiplier. Could be doable, what it looks like on this country. Fao has the upper hand.
On what country?
Yeah.
I mean,
on what it is, I don't know.
I don't know if we can metagame it by trying to think about who's better at what, but I'm not sure what country this is. Fao going for France initially, but this is just a field somewhere in Europe. This is a really tricky round. Fao's going to go for France. He leans back and waits. We'll see if Armani follows.
Yeah, Armani finally opens the map, and he's actually thinking his home turf, Netherlands. No Denmark, no
Switches
France.
to North France.
So many switches, and it's the UK. I mean, Armani's going to deal 2,300 points of damage there. And he's totally in this game now, and even has the lead. Now has almost double the health of Fao. And we're in round 9. 2 rounds left on this no-move game.
But at this stage, to be honest, double the health means almost nothing.
Yeah.
With 5x damage, basically no health for either player. One Iquique, one Antofagasta. It's probably one of these cities in Chile. But if they click different ones, it's just going to come down to who's right.
They're now both considering the cities that each other are in.
Yep.
And Fao
does switch to Iquique.
They're both there now. On round 9. If they keep it here, we're going to get round 10. They're both going to be right there on it.
Oh my gosh. And he goes back to Antofagasta.
He switches.
And now Armani thinking about it too. And he goes for it. Oh my.
Players.
And now he's thinking about Arica.
Fao.
Oh no. Oh man. Is he gonna leave it? They're gonna leave it.
We're
oh my
both
goodness.
keeping it in Antofagasta, and it is Antofagasta. We won't see the game. 40 points of damage, and we go on to round 10. Both games so far in this matchup, getting to the round limit.
Oh, what is this?
And this is our round 10.
Well, here we go. This, I mean, my guess is that we're not going to need the round limit. I think someone's probably going to run out of health here. But where are we? Somewhere in the middle of Europe again, I would think. But yeah, Val going for Austria. I can certainly see it, but there's kind of a few options here.
Yeah, I think Austria's definitely a possibility. I like Faust going there. Armani thinking Czechia right now by the looks of it, but Southern. Could they be doing a Europe edge? Or
oh
wow.
My gosh,
Is Armani
goes to
considering Scotland? Wait.
Total 180 from Armani. Is he going to leave it, or no? He goes back to Czechia.
He moves it back. Now he's in Slovakia.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, he's right. It looks like it's actually South Poland in the end. With that, Armani is going to take us to NMPZ. What a no-move game.
What a game. And again, these players fighting for their lives right around that regional major qualification cutoff. Every game means so much to both of these guys. You can see that the emotions, the frustration on their faces. And Fao, he's frustrated with himself because he knows how good Armani is in NPC. And he wanted to avoid this. But this could be Armani's chance. See, wow. Only 1334 average score in MPZ on this country? Wow. He's probably only had 2 or 3 guesses and just been pretty unlucky so far. Ooh, okay, so this is the coin flip. Both players thinking about it. So Armani sends Sergipe. So you get a lot of sugarcane in coastal northeast Brazil like Sergipe and Alagoas, but you also get a lot of sugarcane around Sao Paulo. So both players were thinking about Sao Paulo, although both of their pins are still up in the northeast. And it's the right idea.
They're both going to be right there on it. Really nice stuff. 79 points to start us off. We go to round 2. Because again, NMPZ, no moving, panning, or zooming. One still singular image. That's our tiebreaker. And this is the image we're getting round 2 now. Looking like a turkey. Armani getting a guess in. Found near Ankara. It's just going to be farther south. Not too many points there. Fao not looking very happy right now in the cam, but he is going to deal 500 points damage. I feel good about that, Fao. We're going to go into round 3.
He knows how important it is now for him to get points in the table, and Armani just such a strong NPZ player. I really like the Sweden. I mean, Poland, you get some... Yeah, I like Sweden more. And if it is Sweden, it's probably very far south, because this looks... Well, it doesn't really look like Sweden, but the road lines look like Sweden, so I think guessing far south in Skåne is a very good idea.
Agreed. Armani has it locked, and Fao's right there with him, but he's considering Estonia. Estonia can't get road lines like this. No, but they're going to keep it there, and they're going to be right. Really good guesses. They're even waving at each other. Only 74 points.
We should just give them both 2 points.
Yeah.
They're waving. They deserve it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Wait, do you see where they're zoomed right now?
Is Armani
zoomed PNW.
Washington? I hope it's... Yeah, it's southern. Yeah. This looks much more like coastal, Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida, something like that. Armani going Louisiana. Fao currently in the water off the coast of Florida.
Fao's doing a little swimming, as we love to say.
In the Gulf of America. For God's sake. It's actually labeled. Oh my.
Oh my. Armani is going to be closer. 2.5 times damage. That's huge. 3,000 points. Armani has a huge lead now going into round 5.
Armani, an excellent US player and an excellent NMPZ player. So that's the type of round that he wants to see. Indonesia, I like the Indonesia guess here from Armani, but even within Indonesia, there are so many places it could be. Mountain South, I really like Java. I mean, we have rice fields. This works really well for where both players are in Java. But it's far from the only option.
Yeah, we shouldn't see too many points right now if they're keeping it here, but you are very right that there's a lot of options here. Foul looking at Bali by the looks of it, I think. So let's see if he moves it over there or not. Armani has put the pressure on now, but Fao's taking his time as it counts down. Is he going to move it to Bali? He's highly considering it. He's not. He's going to keep it in Central Java. And he's going to be glad he kept it there. It's going to get him a couple points back. 1,300. Game's a little bit closer here, but Armani still's got a nice lead. We're going to go to round 6.
Yeah, there's a chance Fal could have lost the game if he had left it in, or had put it in Bali. I think it would have been close, but he stays alive for now. Immediate Black Hills zoom from Armani here. Wow, I mean, he could be right. I'm not sure. It didn't immediately give me Black Hills vibes, but I'd believe it. But he's putting the pressure on. Fal's got 5 seconds. He also goes South Dakota.
It is going to be South Dakota, but actually Fao will be a little bit closer even after that Armani confidence. But Armani still does have the lead, and we go to round 7.
Fao absolutely holding his own so far. Again, comparatively, this is definitely his weakest mode. Is this ever Canada? Yeah, I mean, Fao's average score a good deal higher than Armani's here, so it wouldn't shock me if this is Canada.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Fao wants. He's maybe the best Canada player in the world. He's looking at the trees. He thinks that we are somewhere east, but he's not sure about like Quebec versus Nova Scotia. And Armani is currently zooming in on the British Isles here.
Wait.
Wow.
What?
I don't think you want to leave it there.
No, don't leave it there, Armani. Don't leave it there. Don't leave
Surely
it there.
he goes for Norway. I think this is, I want to say this is North America. Oh, now he's thinking about Alaska.
Wow. This is, the guesses are so different right now. The timer runs out. Fao, Canada. Armani still in Norway. It's going to be Ontario. With that, Fao is going to take the NMPZ and beat Armani 2-1.
Wow. What a start to the day. My goodness. That's, yeah, I mean, Fao got his favorite country. He got his home country.